Hi and welcome to this week's Investor Update. I'm Nicole Hoare, Investor Consultant here at Century 21 Newcastle, bringing our Newcastle, Lake Macquarie and Hunter Valley investors up to date each week with tips, tricks and strategies on how you can maximise your return on investment. Before we get started with our tips, I'd actually like to welcome George to the team.
Thank you so much.
George has joined us and will be working alongside me. He'll be there guiding our upcoming and new and potential investors through the journey as I do, and then working with our new investors when you decide to join us and partner with us as your managing agent. So George has come to us with 12 years industry experience, 10 years in property management.
10 years.
So for an investor perspective, that's amazing. You'll have a lot of knowledge behind you, George. So you'll be able to relay a lot of that information and knowledge back to investors.
Absolutely.
Now, George, in a moment, is going to give us his top 5 tips.
Yep.
But before we get started on that, I just want to jump in. June 30, we're approaching really quickly. And I know I have recently spoken about tax depreciation reports, but I just want to reach out to you as an investor. If you've got an investment property and you haven't discussed that depreciation report with anyone, now's a really good time to reach out.
Definitely.
So if you're scheduling a tax depreciation report and paying for it before end of financial year, you can actually claim that here. So with the tax depreciation report, that's going to help you as an investor reduce the taxable income, increase the cash return, but it also puts money back into your pocket. So now it's a great time to reach out and just even if you need to get that locked in so you can claim it for this year.
Absolutely.
George, share with me, we're talking about your top 5 tips.
Yep.
Share with me what your top 5 are.
Yeah, so top 5 tips for investors. I mean, firstly for me, it would have to be location. I mean, I think location is very important when you're looking to invest in a property, especially a rental property as well. Second tip, rent return. So you want to make sure that your rental yield is decent as well. So obviously you're putting a large investment out there and you want to make sure you're getting a good portion back as well. So I think that's really important to look out for. Third tip I would have to say is amenities. So public transport, hospitals, beaches, pools, schools.
Schools is a massive one.
Schools, massive one, especially for all the families out there looking to even relocate. You want to make sure you're in a nice catchment as well. Number 4 would have to be insurance. I think insurance is such a big one and Nicole's probably touched on insurance quite a bit in the past, but having your landlord insurance in place when you do have a tenant, as well as building insurance if you need that as well.
With the insurance, we're not here to give insurance guidance, but we can direct you in the right place.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then number five. So I think having a budget is really important. And what I mean by having a budget, it's just in regards to those associated costs that you don't necessarily think of. And that could be the insurance, landlord insurance, any repairs that come out of the blue to the property, as well as maybe a little kiddie fund for your mortgage repayments as well. Anything could happen. You could have a vacancy potentially, and you just want to make sure that you're not in any financial strife. So those will probably be my top 5 tips.
Awesome, and thank you for joining me. And each week, George and I'll be here bringing you some more tips and tricks. So I'm Nicole Hoare, Investor Consultant here at Century 21, and we will see you next week.
Bye.